I don't own the rights to any music playing. Just saying. TikTok like to be strict. We're doing some DTF prints again. If anybody wants to watch, cool. If not, cool. But we are gonna be making not too many shirts today. I made a lot of shirts the other day, but today we're just gonna make a few. I've got a procedure I got to do tomorrow, so take today a little slow. Get some stuff done, some work done before I take the weekend off. Um, but yeah, like the video says, we've got question and answers Q&A for anybody who wants to know about DTF, how DTF transfers work. DTF is direct to film. That is full color, full gradient t-shirt printing. It's kind of like screen printing, but I think it's cooler because you get more shades, more shadows, and it just prints straight out of the printer, so you don't got to worry about screens or setting up a screen or burning a screen. Um, you just have to check the printer every so often to make sure that it's working good and full of ink. Um, you are gonna run into issues. You are. These things aren't perfect. Nothing's perfect. The DTF printers are gonna mess up every now and again. You're gonna have an issue at some point. But this guy just came out the printer. This is one of my homies out in Hawaii. He designed that one. And then, like I tell everybody, like I was telling everybody yesterday, as soon as your prints come out of that freaking printer, let it sit. Don't touch it. Don't powder it right away. Let it sit for at least 10 minutes and then powder it. Because that ink is still really wet. And you want it to dry a little bit so it solidifies a little bit more, becomes sticky. So if you put the powder on while it's wet, the powder is going to absorb the moisture and it's going to turn into clumps. And then you're going to notice that on the shirt and it's going to have some mess ups. If you let your print dry for about 10 to 15 minutes, I've honestly let it sit for 45 minutes, an hour, and it still took the powder and it still printed fine. But always let it sit, okay? Let's oh, and another thing I just ran into this morning before I came onto the live is I didn't realize the way I had my sheets, the DTF sheets, I just keep them in the box that they came in. But I didn't realize that in the box the edges were folding down a little bit, and that was messing with the way it was coming out of the printer. Because when I would put it through the printer, those edges that bent down now bowed up in the printer, so it was making streaks across the print, which actually has been doing that for the last couple days, and I didn't realize it until this morning. When I was live the other day, I was like, why are some of these messing up? I didn't bring it up, I didn't mention it because it wasn't a huge deal, but I'm glad that I figured it out and got it fixed today. So I see a bunch of people coming in. I can't read everybody's names, so I'm not going to. But thank you, everybody who's joining in. Thank you for everybody who's watching the live. We're doing DTF prints, direct to film. It is a method of t-shirt printing, one of my personal favorites. And I'm doing a Q&A if anybody has any questions about DTF printing, wanting to start a DTF printing business. I'm an open book if anybody has any questions. If anybody wants an in-depth one-on-one or a private live, definitely subscribe. And I can answer more questions in depth and even go over small programming and stuff. But this live is just basic information. Whatever you guys want to know, what kind of printer I use, what kind of ink I use, what programs. I won't go too crazy into like the program settings. That is a whole separate thing. You really got to make sure your programs are set up nicely. But before I get too far into that, let's print out another shirt. Let's print out a shirt design. Let's do this one. It's a ooh. How do I start printing company? Well, it all is up to you. What do you want to do? If you want to do DTF printing, it's usually about around $3,000, and usually you want to start off with the printer. Get your printer. This printer is Normally it's $500 on Amazon, but because it's a big printer and a lot of people like using it, they are selling for a lot more now lately. So they're about $700 to $600. You can find some used ones, but I definitely would suggest buying brand new. And then your programming that you're gonna need is that's probably about another $300 to $400. Which is the most expensive, this and then the heat press. The heat press is probably another $300. Well, depending on what you get. I've got a few linked in my bios that you can look at um, in my TikTok shop. And you can see the heat presses and different things I have listed there. I've also got DTF powder, print, the ink. Um, I think that's it. That's in the TikTok shop. And then, of course, buying clothes. So about 3,000, I would say, to start. And some of that is for an LLC. Here in Colorado, it's only $50 to get an LLC. Love the tats, brother. Thank you so much. Actually, outside of doing t-shirts, I am a professional tattoo artist. That is my normal main job that I work. 15-year professional. I do portraits. I do realism. I've got about 5, 6 different awards under my belt, and I own my own tattoo studio as well. So if you want any tattoos, let me know. If not, thank you so much. I love when people like my tattoos. Um, but yeah, as far as it comes to starting your own business, you definitely want to get the equipment first. Well, even before that, research it. Research if it's something you want. Research if it's something you can do. And the other thing that I always tell people, make your own artwork. If you want to have a clothing brand, cool, have a clothing brand. But make sure you're at least somewhat of an artist. Don't just start throwing stuff on t-shirts that you find on Etsy and you bought from somebody. Like, that stuff is not cool, man. You're a reseller. You're not a clothing brand at that point. Where are you at? I'm located in Denver, Colorado. The Green State. Yeah, Denver, Colorado. If you want any tattoos or you're ever in the area, give me a message. If not, give me a follow, give me a like. At least let other people support and see what's going on. Um, I'm new to this whole live thing. So Washington, nice. I do travel a lot. I do different tattoo conventions around the U.S. So I think I'm going out to Washington sometime next year. So keep an eye out and see. Maybe not. Maybe I'll be out there sooner. Um, but yeah, because I travel with my tattoos and my clothing brand. I've got a clothing brand. I'm a fashion designer as well. I do. I've got 15 models that I'm actually working on right now. Yesterday, if anybody seen my live yesterday, you guys saw before the models got there, and I was able to get them kind of dressed and get their stuff fitted. I didn't want to go fully live for that because I had, of course, the ladies had to be fitted. And of course, I don't want to let anybody see my outfits right away. If you guys want to see any of my custom outfits, anything that we make, you'll have to see it 3 weeks from now, November 12th. We are doing fashion show here down in Denver. It's dope. You guys get to see not just custom clothes that I've printed, but I actually hand sew everything as well. And so, what's cool too is if you guys don't live in Denver, there is a live link that you can download for, I think it's $15, and you can watch the whole event just from your house. If you are here, I will hit you up. Do you do Nordic tile? I'll do whatever you want. I'll do a portrait of your puppy. I'll do you know what? It's probably a little bit down on my TikTok, but I did a whole Nordic sleeve. It was dope. We did a Nordic warrior. We did one of the ships. We did. I always get the birds' names wrong. Hunan and Munin, I think they are. They're the two crows from. I forgot the other guy's name. But anyways, yeah, I've done a bunch of Nordic sleeves and stuff. Lots of big Nordic stuff. So if you want anything like that, I definitely got you. Let's see. Like I said, we're doing DTF prints, which is direct to film, and that's basically what the printer does is puts the printer, or not the printer ink, the t-shirt ink onto this film, and then it puts a white background on it, and then you're able to print it on shirts. And that is the easiest, coolest thing. Need the crows on my hand. Oh, I got you. Let me know. I mean, like I said, when I'm back out there, we'll definitely hook up, get something going. Let's see. Uh, Let me see. Okay. Trying something new. I'm pinning your comment. I've never pinned someone's comment, so I'm pinning it. Love your tattoos, brother. That's the one I'm pinning. Can I give you my number? Yeah, send it in a private message, and we can definitely do a lot. You write too? Oh, graph? Yeah. I mean, I assume that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I get down. I get down a lot. That's actually where a lot of my t-shirt style comes from. Is let me grab a shirt. Hold on. Is I do a lot of crazy letters and stuff, and like this one here is a shirt I did with. It's a hybrid calligraphy graffiti kind of thing. If you could believe it, it does have there is an S in there, very constructive and around the rows. I love doing freaking graffiti. I love doing graph. I love making clothes because, of course, clothes go with graph. Let me see if you can see this one. So I keep my stuff all in bags and tagged. That's how you should always run your business. You know, always bag and tag your stuff. Don't be a lame and just sell someone a t-shirt out your freaking back pocket. But yeah, I love to write. I love to write. You write? Did I see? Were you here yesterday? Cat Squash? I want to say I seen you yesterday, and if I didn't, I like your logo. That freaking purple gorilla is dope. But yeah, I love freaking. I love writing. Love tattoos. Um, if you see my tattoos too, not even just me, but I do a lot of my letters and stuff on people too all the time, and I love it when people let me do my letters on them. Any type of graffiti stuff too um, is always fun. I wish I could say I did graph a lot more when I was younger, but when I got older, I got kids. I'm 31 now. Um, so I've slowed down a little bit. My knees aren't as good as they used to be, and my back is not where it freaking used to be at all. Somewhat retired, same. I didn't read your comment before I started talking, but yeah, no, same man. You got too old. My knees hurt. So I do a lot of legal stuff nowadays. Nice. What part of Florida does she tattoo in? I travel out to Florida quite often. I go to Fallen Heroes out in Kissimmee. Love that shop. Loved everybody out there. Great artists. Yeah, Clearwater. Nice. Yeah, I know where that's at. Um, there's a few different shops in Clearwater. Um, well, there's a lot. That's awesome though. I love it. How long has she been tattooing for? Yeah, can't be spending the weekend in county. Right, for real. County is not where I want to be. Tampa, love Tampa. Tampa's a fun place. I got some other tattoo buddies out there. Um, is he in Tampa? No, he's in Hollywood, Florida. Which I thought was weird. There was a Hollywood, Florida, but he's by the beach. Cool cat. That's awesome though. What state are you? I'm in Denver, Colorado. Um, it's not that much fun out here. It's not as cool as like California, Florida, but it's Colorado. I love it. It's home. But yeah, Tampa and Florida is a lot of fun. I used to actually go out to Florida every 4 to 5 months for about 3 years straight. And then this year I actually slowed down so I can put a little bit more into the t-shirts and everything. I've been tattooing professionally for over 15 years now, so I'm kind of just starting to slow down, starting to relax, trying to get you know little business going so I don't have to work as hard. Tattoo artists don't have insurance plans. We don't have 401ks. We don't have no retirement. Um, she is in the upper room tat shop. Upper room. I like that name. That's a good name. That's a Bible name right there. If y'all don't know it, the upper room. That's no, my buddy owns the other shop. But that's cool though. That's dope. Next time I go out there, I'm gonna have to go check out the shop. Go see what they're doing down there because I love Florida and so many dope artists are out in Florida. So many of them. I got a bunch of homies up from Colorado moved out there just because. Right on my brother, my boy. Motive. I don't know Motive personally, but I have seen his stuff around, so that's dope. He gets up, bro. Her name is Sarah. Nice. That's awesome, Sarah. I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm very bad with names, but I'm gonna try to remember. Um, Cause yeah, I love meeting with other tattoo artists. Actually, my clothing brand, we sponsor 9 tattoo artists across the U.S. From Florida, New York, Arizona, a couple out in Colorado, and then of course Hawaii as well. Yeah, definitely. If you are able to send me a DM of her TikTok, so I can go check her out and check out some of her tattoos sooner, than just waiting for me to get out there. Yeah, yeah. Send me her handle, and I'll go check out her tattoos. Not to critique. I just want to see. I want to. I love looking at other people's tattoos and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, I love how this went from t-shirts to tattoos, which I'm all about it. I'm all about tattoos. Um, but yeah, yeah, just having fun, guys. Oh, look, this one printed now. Cool little picture of Jesus. Nothing crazy. Keeping it simple today, like I said. I've actually got to refill that ink. So let's refill some printer ink. Yeah, the shirts are the best. I gotta add the what shirts I have onto my actual website because technically the shirts I'm showing you guys, I'm not releasing until November 12th. So you guys are looking at a lot of these exclusive shirts. If there is one that you like that I've pulled out, let me know and I can send it to you before November 12th. So you guys get that exclusive. Um, because yeah, that's why I'm making so many shirts. That's why I've been printing so crazy the last couple days. Is preparing for this fashion show that I've got going. Got about 15 models and join my team. What is that? I don't know what that means. Oh, you sent a heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I've never gotten one, and I don't know what it means, but I really appreciate it. Um, but yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, I've been preparing for this fashion show, and so I've been printing out a lot of T-shirts and stuff. I will do some lives and all that stuff when I tattoo. I've got a big, huge tattoo on Monday and Tuesday. It's a 2-day piece. It's a big old sleeve of a kraken, kind of coming around this girl's arm, and then it's gonna come around the back. So more of like a sleeve back piece. I'm definitely known for getting whole sleeves done and whole back pieces done in 2 days, 2 to 3 days back to back. I don't wait. I don't like to take time off. If the people have the money and they got the time, I've had dudes sit 12 hours the first day and then 13 hours the second day, busting out. I mean, like I said, whole sleeves from shoulder, inside, outside, all the way down. Actually, one of the other persons on here that was asking about the Nordic tattoo, that's actually the sleeve that I did. I did an entire 2-day back to back Nordic sleeve, and they're I think they're dope. Freaking Nordic stuff and doing full sleeves like that is always fun because nobody does them like that. All these tattoo artists out here, like, oh, let's do one day and then come back in a few months or weeks and we'll finish your tattoo. Nah, bro, come back tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get you in. The body can handle up to 72 hours, so you know, might as well get it done, right? So, yeah, sorry, I went on that side tangent about big tattoos, but I love doing them. They're the best. But But yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions about tattoos or stuff too, um, I'm an open book. I don't believe in gatekeeping. I think any tattoo artist that's a gatekeeper is not a true artist. That is just a gatekeeper. That's a jerk being a jerk. How is this art form going to keep living forever and keep growing if you don't let anybody learn? If you don't let anybody try something or do something? Now I get it. There's a lot of these crazy kids out there that aren't really into it and they're just buying it off of Amazon, buying a machine off of Amazon, throwing it together. But there's more people out there that really, really love tattoos and they really love the art form and they really want to learn. And I've seen a lot of really good artists get discouraged from becoming a tattoo artist because of other artists who are just jerks, just mean, rude. And I'm sorry if you're paying for your apprenticeship, you're at the wrong spot. Okay, a true apprenticeship should not cost you money. Okay, you trade your time for their knowledge. If you are paying for their knowledge and you can kind of come and go as you want, that's not the same thing. You know, you don't pay them to then teach you and then you got to work there. I'm not paying you to work at your shop so I can learn a tattoo. Heck no, get that out of here. You know, if you want to learn how to tattoo, you come, learn for free, but you got to be here every day. You got to throw out the trash every day. That's your payment. But that teaches you the proper knowledge. People think, "Oh, I'm the shop B and I got to clean up." Nah, throwing away the trash, that's something you need to do every day as a tattoo artist. I own my own studio. You know who throws out the trash? I do. I have to every day. I can't not. Can't go around it. Can't miss it. I got to throw it away. But these apprentices that kind of go through it and want to complain and be like, "Oh, well, I'd rather just pay." No, don't pay. Do your hard work. Do your due diligence and learn. Sorry, went on another tangent. Anyways, I got ink filled in the printer. We're gonna print another T-shirt, and I'm gonna powder some of these other ones. Because we are doing DTF transfers. I just got caught up talking about tattoos. So I normally have a cool phone stand to record what I'm doing right now, but I don't have one right now. How do I flip the camera? Flip camera. So this is my little powder box. Don't mind my socks. I'm not putting shoes on. I live in my house. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that powder. I probably poured way too much in there. Remember what I told you guys the other day with the DTF ink? Come through and just smush your powder just a little bit. This is DTF powder TikTok. This is nothing bad. I am showing people how you have to come in and break up all those big chunks. You know, because those bigger chunks can mess up your print. And I just see a lot of people just pouring their stuff just right on top of their stuff before even looking to see if there's chunks. Now, throw our t-shirt down. Throw our powder. I'm doing this one-handed, y'all. Right to the end, and then back up again to the other side. And then back again. Whoa, no! Back again this way one more time. As I drop things. Look how that goes, guys. Love it. And that's it. That is a DTF transfer. It's upside down, but I'm not going to try to flip it over. Alright. Like I said, remember to let your stuff sit for about 10 minutes. I did let mine sit for just a little bit longer because I got caught up talking to you guys. But yeah, let that stuff sit for just a few minutes before you start powdering it. If anybody has any questions about DTF, let me know. If anybody has any questions about tattoos, let me know. I'm here to answer that. I do apologize for the camera angle. I don't have my tripod, so my table is my tripod right now. But again, where's everybody at? Where's everybody from? I know I met some homies from Florida that I gotta go see on here. I'll go check out some tattoos because they're the best. Do this one. This is a dope design we're gonna print now. Do this one. This is a dope design we're gonna print now. But but yeah, what are you guys up to? What's everyone doing? Also, when it comes to DTF, do your own and your best artwork for yourself. You know, I'm gonna say it again, probably say it 100 times. Don't just buy artwork off of freaking Etsy, guys. It's cool, it's fun, but it's not yours. You know, if you want to be a clothing designer, you want to make clothes, or you want to have a brand, you want to have your own brand, your own style, your own artwork. Now, I'm not telling you you can't go out and use these third parties like Kittle or I can't think of the other names, but Kittle is the one that I like to use. It gives you ideas of where to start. It gives you ideas on where to like the styles. Like I like to go on Kittle and I like to go and see what the top uh shirts are, the top designs, like who's buying what, who's getting what, and well, not buying because you get the artwork on there for free, but what you do from there is take that idea and apply it to your style and take it to your iPad and okay, this is kind of what people are into. Let me make my version of that. You're not going to make anything new. I'm sorry. It's 2024. Everything's printed. Everything's been put on a shirt. Everything's been made. I don't care, these artists freaking who wear these crazy outfits to Fashion Week and all that stuff. Been done. Everyone's done it. You're not doing anything new. You're not doing anything unseen. Um, you know, you might be the first person that someone else has seen do it, but you're not the first person to do it. And so what I like to do is because I can't reinvent the wheel, make a dope rim. Let's add something to that wheel. Let's make the wheel cooler instead of trying to reinvent it. You know, so uh that's where it comes to. If you go on like Etsy and you're just buying these random freaking t-shirts and stuff, you're a reseller. You're not a business, or you're not a custom or a clothing brand. You're a reseller, and you're buying artwork and reselling that artwork online. That's all you're doing. So make your own art so you can be a true clothing designer and you can be a true maker instead of a reseller. No one likes a reseller. Um, because that's no fun. But oh shoot. Um Tat Squatch, I accidentally sent you an invite to join the video. Um just ignore it. Oh, zoom, I did the same flipping thing. I'm over here trying to go through the comments and I'm over my fat fingers are over here pressing stuff. So just if you see that, ignore it. Oh, what did I press? Sorry. Anyways, guys, so when you're doing shirts and printing, make sure it's something you got. How are you? I'm good. I am doing good. Thumbs up guy or okay guy. That's your name. I'm doing good. I'm new to this live thing, so when people aren't talking to me, I don't know what to say, and then I just ramble, and then I go on different tangents. So if you like to watch me ramble and go on tangents, no one comment. If you guys want something to talk about, or have questions about DTF printing, or have questions about tattoos, feel free to talk to me. But how are you, Mr. Okay? Hopefully you're having a beautiful Thursday. And I hope it is warm where you are at, because it is a little bit chilly where I'm at in Colorado. And I hope the sun shines on your weekend. While we do that, I need to throw paper in the printer, because I'm like, oh no, there's printer paper in there. Why aren't you printing then? Oh, I know why, guys. I didn't freaking finish filling the ink process. The whole printer has a run through I gotta go through to freaking, yeah, whatever. Anyways, you guys don't care that the machine's yelling at me. Let's see. What is everyone gonna be for Halloween? You know? Like that's still a thing. Ooh, here's a better question. At what age did you stop trick or treating? Okay? Because I heard it was 13, and I think that's a lie. 31. I'm still out there freaking doing trick or treating. Oh, sweet. Thank you. I don't know what sweet is, but hey, I appreciate it. I'm just here hanging out, doing DTF prints, printing shirts. DTF prints is direct to film if I keep speaking in a different language. That is where the printer prints onto a clear carrier sheet, and then you are able to print on a t-shirt. This is a shirt that I made. It is my little rendition of the Banksy Thomas the Train picture that he did. So shout out to Banksy. No one knows who he is, and I love that no one knows who he is. Um, so yeah, I'm just hanging out, enjoying life, enjoying printers. You guys want to see the printer run? I enjoy watching the printer run. That bam, bam. It does the color first, and then it lays the white base on it, or the white background. It's dope. I'll sometimes sit here and just watch the sucker go for like hours. Because I print out a lot of shirts, so just letting that sucker run back and forth all day long. It's kind of soothing. Some people don't like it. I do. Um, and then one thing too that I ran into, if you guys have a DTF printer or an Epson 2855, is that what it is? 28? No, 85500. Jesus, 85500 Epson. A good sturdy board to stand here is really nice. They do sell specific ones on TikTok Shop and in a few different spots. I personally haven't bought one because I just use the cardboard that comes with the DTF film because it's just easier. It's the same exact size. It fits right into the machine. I just use a little bit of blue painter's tape to hold it down. That's it. It's good to go. I don't feel like spending $120 on a freaking extra board. Now, if you guys do and you guys want that, definitely go for it because it is worth it. It is worth to get a set stand that is made for the printer. I just figured, why would I go buy an extra stand for the printer if I just have the cardboard here? And I'm an ingenuity person. I like to mess with stuff and jerry rig it and see, what makes it work. What's up, G? What's up, gangster? How you doing? How you doing today? Uh, yeah, this the homie right here, man. He was on the last live. And him and his wife, right? I think it was you and your wife. I'm so bad with names and faces, but yeah, the homie here, man. Him and his wife were on here the other day. They were the coolest people, man. They made the live fun and interactive. So thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for checking it out again. We're doing the same thing as last time, DTF. Talking about the printers and stuff. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. But like I said, if not, I'm just hanging out today, answering any questions, not just about DTF, tattoos, whatever. But I know the homie here, man. I want to see what him and his wife do with their DTF printer. Okay, I know they're gonna get one. I know they're gonna kick butt. So I can't wait to see what happens. This next one's printing. This is one of the other dope shirts that I really like. Um, Prints smooth, prints clean, and the image is just dope. I'll show you guys once it comes out of the printer. Um, and what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so I have a TikTok shop, guys, and if you guys are interested in DTF and in a few tattoo stuff as well, I've got it linked in my TikTok shop. There's just a few small things for DTF in there. There's not a bunch of crazy things because a lot of stuff that you're gonna need, you're gonna have to go to Amazon for. But you can still get a decent amount of it on the TikTok shop. There's some really good heat presses on there. And I just a disclaimer, I do get paid for that. I do get a commission on some of this stuff. But the stuff that is on there is the stuff that I've used before, used in the past, or have had the opportunity to test out and use myself. So everything on there is good, runs great, and honestly, you can't go bad with a heat press. It's a heat press. There's not a bad one. There are small ones. You don't want to get a small printer. You want to get a big DTF or a heat press. Because if you get a small heat press, it's going to suck trying to do, bits and bits of your shirt. It's just easier to have it all in one good go. But yeah, you guys can check out some stuff in there. I've got some cool linked DTF stuff. But I am working with Amazon I do have an Amazon store there. I just haven't really set it all the way up. So not everything that I own and I use will be linked in the Amazon because not everything I use and own is on TikTok Shop. And I wish it was because it just give you guys a one-stop shop to find everything that you need and everything that's there. But again, some of this stuff just does not come. Hey, thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We hit my goal. I don't know what that means, but we hit a goal. That's awesome. So, hey, you're back. Look at you. Look at you and your man coming back to watch some DTF stuff. Um, but yeah, you guys got to when you two, you and your wife, I'm gonna tell you what, okay? When you and your wife get your stuff, give me a direct message and I'm gonna help you out for free, no charge, no nothing. Let me know. Okay? I got you guys on the hookup because y'all have been awesome just coming on the lives. So let me know. I'm not the best, but I try. I learned from my mistakes, put it like that. But you know, I'm willing to help out, and I'm willing to get you guys up and running. Cause like I was saying the other day, so many gatekeepers, man. So many people just not wanting to give the sauce or not wanting to let people know what's up. Like there's a billion people plus on this planet. Everybody needs a shirt. Like why can't we all get in the mix and sell together? You know what I mean? Like it's like tattoos, you know. Everybody's got skin. Everybody's got something. So why are you keeping it a secret? You know. Say again, clothes. Like everybody's going to need a new shirt, no matter what happens. So instead of me being a gatekeeper and keeping all this information for my few hundred customers, like nah, you're gonna have a couple hundred customers. I'm gonna have a couple hundred customers, and hopefully they buy from both of us. So then both our clothes are in their closet. You know what I mean? Like that's the way life should be. That's the way it should be. Instead of people be all gatekeeping, and, oh, I'm not gonna let you know, and I'm not gonna give you the sauce, or you know, you could find out on your own. No, I'm gonna do all that. I might do some small classes later on that I may charge a small amount for, but I ain't charging freaking $300-400 for a class for me to tell you what I bought. That's dumb. I'm not gonna do that. I charge like $20 because it's my time, but you know, outside of that. But you guys, I don't know. You guys get the free sauce right here. Y'all get it. But yeah, as soon as you guys get your setup, let me know. I'm gonna hook it up for y'all. I'm gonna get y'all set up. That other sheet, that one we just did. Again, I love this one. Whoever watched when we printed this live on a shirt the other day, this shirt does not look like this when you put it on the black shirt. It pops so much more. And that's the other thing too, is again, make sure if you're printing on a black shirt, you do not have black in your artwork. I messed up on this one, and you guys could see where the black's in there, but it just would have looked more black if it had the shirt black instead of the pigment black. You know, his eyes would have popped out a little bit more. And the only reason that I do know that is I have both of my sons have the same shirt in black, and I did remove the black background, and theirs looks so clean. It looks so nice, and you know, so it's worth taking all that stuff into consideration. And like I said the other day too, if you've got a blue that matches your shirt, or you're doing a blue shirt and it has a blue part that matches real well, take the blue out. Let the shirt breathe, because it's going to give it a better feel. It's going to last longer, and it gives you stretchability, because it's basically, oh, thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Um, but if you don't put that break in there, all that image is going to want to crack over time. But when you've got little breaks in there where it's just t-shirt, oh, look at the pumpkins. Thank you so much for the pumpkins. That's cool. I like the pumpkins. Uh, that's really cool. Uh, but yeah, and that's longevity. That means your shirt's going to last longer than these other DTF printing guys. Um, and so stay up on all that, you know, go over your artwork a few times. Make sure what you're printing it on is going to feel right. And don't feel bad if you mess up. That is life. That is what makes life fun. That's what makes imperfections. If you mess up, that is life. That is what makes life fun. That's what makes imperfections in life, is what makes perfection perfection. And so anytime that you can do that, be okay with messing up, because a mess up is not a mess up. If you don't learn from it, it's a mess up. But if you learn from it, it's not a mess up. It's a learning experience. And that's how I got where I am. I just bought this and started messing with it, and messed up a lot. I went through a lot of sheets. I went through a lot of ink. I went through a lot of powder. I was doing power cleans on this sucker like every day, and that sucks half the ink out of it. Wasting on ink, wasting on other things. But it took me doing that to find out, hey, here's a better way to do it because you've been messing up so much. And so that's where I learned you can't let this sucker sit for longer than 2 days. 3 days max. You can get away with the third day, but by the third day, you may have to do a few low cleans, which isn't a bad thing. You want to do, it's just a basic print head clean, and then there's a power clean. The print head clean is very soft. It's very easy on the print head. It just knocks off a little bit of the debris that's on there, and then you're able to go about your print job. Probably about to run that about 4 or 5 times. About 4 or 5 is probably a little more extreme. Probably about 3 times. 3 to 4 times is about where I'm at when it comes to having to do this. If you run this sucker every day or every other day, I've noticed that I don't have to run a print head clean as much. One print head clean. You're going to need to clean the print head at least once every time you use this. Every day, at least one print head clean. And that is more or less not just to, clean it and get rid of any bad stuff. But what that does too is that primes the pump, primes the print head, gets them ready to be, used on the actual sheet itself. So, always do a small print head clean. Stay away from power cleans if you can, okay? I don't get where they say it drains the life of your printer. I don't know what that means. But what I do know is it's a wasteful on ink. And that ink isn't crazy expensive, but it's very, very needed. And if you're running out of ink or using so much ink, you're just wasting ink. And that's no fun. No one wants to waste anything that they're buying. But yeah, I'm kind of just speaking out of what I'm thinking of while I'm doing it. So if you guys have any questions or you guys have any comments or if you're having issues with your printer, let me know. But outside of that, I'm just gonna keep talking about cool stuff because I know my homie and homegirl here want to know what I'm doing and how we're doing it. So we're gonna run through one full one right now. Does everybody want to do a full setup? We'll do a print, and then I've got one last black sweater that I'm going to print on, and then after that, it's all blue and red shirts that I have, and then, which doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's on a blue, red, purple shirt. All of my printings right now are made for black. So, let me also turn on the heat press real quick, because my heat press does take a few minutes to turn on. Whoa, what is that? Join my team? Ooh, you sent a heart? That's awesome. Become the number 3 member on the team. I don't know who's the number 3rd member on the team, but whoever the 3rd member on the team is, you gangsta, because number 3 the way to go. Okay? My brand is called 3 at Art Collector, so I love the number 3. So, thank you for more pumpkins and roses. I really appreciate it, guys. Heat press is on. Remember, guys, I do not press my stuff at the same temperature as everybody else does. I do mine at 340 for 76 seconds. Sorry, I got to keep referencing to make sure I'm telling you guys the right numbers. 340 for 76 seconds, okay? And you want as hard of a press as you can during that time. No light press. You want that sucker clamped, stuck in there, okay? Let's do, let me see. Actually, you know what? We're going to print one out, but I've already got one already pre-made, pre-powdered, and pre-cured. Actually, you know what? I'll show you guys the curing process too, because you guys got to kind of understand what the full process is. So let's go through an entire process. So let me turn on the curing oven real quick. That's outside. I'll take you guys with me, actually. I call it the curing oven, but it is not a curing oven. Look at my curing oven. Hold on. Let me see. Flip camera. Yeah, this is my curing oven, guys. Yeah, send me a file. Yeah, I'll make you some. I probably won't be able to do it on today. Well, no, I might be able to do it on today's live. Okay, so I keep mine outside. I live in an apartment because that's how I do things. Where's my plug at? God dang it. Okay, so This is my little freaking ghetto curing mat. It is DTF approved. It is made for DTF. It is just on top of a pan and then on top of an old heat press that I had just to keep it from scoring my, or not scoring, but messing up my, what the heck is that called? My cement, my porch. So we're going to let that run. That does get to 150 degrees. That is only 150 for that to go. Yeah, maybe for next live, I'll message you so I can email it to you. Perfect. Yeah. And then, uh, if you don't mind, I might actually do a small little screen record of what I do after you send it to me. So you send me the file and then I'll show you what I do from there, because it's not just send me the file and then throw it on the computer and print it. What I have to do is you send me the file and then I've got to load that onto my iPad on Procreate. And then from there, I've got to change color preference setting because, like I was saying last live, you don't want to print in RGB, red, blue, yellow. You want to print in CMYK, and that's going to change your color because that's how I get my bright colors. That's how my blues are blue, my yellows are yellow, my reds are red, my greens are green. Is because I'm talking to the printer in the printer's language, and most printers use RGB, regular blue, yellow, regular color spectrum. This does not. This is CMYK. This is cyan, yellow, and magenta. Those are in the color spectrum, but they are different quality or values of those colors. And so that does give you a different colored palette. You do not have the same color palette as you do. So when I move it onto the iPad, I've got to do that. And then, of course, I've got to raise the DPI to 300 DPI, which is going to give you the best image quality, period. Even outside of printing, you should always be using your art at 300 DPI if it's going to be a large, in decent size format. Even if it's 8 by 11, I still run every single thing I do in 300 DPI. Anyways, after that long-winded thing, let's do. We're gonna print this one out in the printer, but this isn't the shirt that we're going to actually print on there. We're actually going to do the Jesus one that was just printed just a little bit ago because it's ready to be powdered. And then as soon as it's done being powdered, I can take it outside and cure it. So I know this is going to be weird. I don't have my phone stand today. I left it at the tattoo shop yesterday when I was fitting my models. So you guys get to watch in real time. POV on what I do every day. At least every 3 days. Throw all that on there, nothing crazy. Like I said, remember, cut out your chunks. There might be a few little chunks, but get out the biggest ones you can. Because the biggest chunks, see those big ones right there, just throw that out. And run it back this way one more time. I must have bought me an iPad, but I'm not sure how to edit on Procreate my files, so would be awesome. Yeah, heck yeah. No, I'll do a little video because it's a little confusing on how to get to those settings because you can change them in the after you've made your file, but it's better to have your settings preset before you even put the artwork in, because that's going to give you again the best quality and the best view. Okay, so let's see. Let me flip you guys background. Sorry. We just powdered. I don't know if you guys can see how smooth that powder looks on there. Very, very smooth. Nothing crazy. And so we're going to take it outside now. We are only at 120, but that's all right. It is a tad bit windy out here in Colorado today. A little bit chilly. So, again, I do this outside. A few people I've talked to say that DTF powder is dangerous. Other people I've talked to say it doesn't matter. Do what you want. Do how you feel. If you want to wear a mask, go ahead and wear a mask. Especially if you're doing it inside. If you're doing it outside like this, I personally don't wear a mask because the wind's blowing it out into the world. Oh, whoa, that's weird. When I see it, it says 130 degrees, but it's like Sorry, ADHD. So now we're gonna let this sit for a minute. See if we can kind of see. Now you see the powder's not powder. It looks like plastic. So that powder's melting now. Look right there. You can see it's a little bit of powder still there, but you can see powder's still there, but you can see right here where that powder's starting to melt. You do have to ventilate if you're not outside. Like I said, I'm outside. I don't think you can get any more well ventilated than the wind. If you are doing it inside your house, 110%, 1000%, get a vent, get a nice little fan outside. I do have, while I print, I do have a little fan here that I let expel all of, after it's pressed, it pushes out all that air if need be. Um, Now, the one thing that does suck is I will probably have to move this whole setup inside here in probably about a month or so. Once that snow starts to come and once it gets colder out. So the one thing I'm doing right now is there's this little dip. This does get hot, but it's got these little ridges, and those ridges can not mess up, but not heat up properly. So what I like to do is just flip it around from where it was. So now this part that's done, is up here not getting touched, and down here that needed to be done can get finished. Because you can see there's just a little bit of powder left there. What's cool is you can see there where it's starting to melt. See if we can watch it melt a little bit. Ooh, I am holding it down because it's a little windy. Yes, I made this design. All of my designs I make. I don't buy anything. I don't um, go to any other artists. I do have other artists that like I said, my clothing company sponsors about 9 artists around the U.S. So I do use their art as well, but it is all original. And if you do want art made, I do sell my art, or I can draw something for you specifically, and send it to you set in a print file ready to be put on a shirt. But that's it. It's just these little spots right here, and then just these little spots right here that need to finish curing. If you are going straight from powdering, I haven't personally done it, but I've heard of people taking it from powder straight to heat press or straight to shirt. I've never done it like that. I've never tried that, so I don't know if that works. I'm assuming that's what it. I mean, I'd assume it'd work because you have to melt the stuff anyways to get it, cured. So, or not cured. You got to melt it anyways to get it onto the shirt. So we're gonna move that one. Let's see, this one is almost done printing. This is another dope one we did. You can kind of see a preview of it there. It always looks more pixelated there than it does when it actually prints out. Okay, now, again, I don't have my tripod, so I apologize if it gets weird, shaky, or you're not sure what's going on. Because I'm not sure what's going on. So let's do this right there. I'll have a new tripod soon. Not new, but I'll get it from the house. Okay, shirt. We're gonna do this one on the front. When I do sweaters and crew necks, well, I guess more crew necks than sweaters. I like crew necks to have the image on the front. Which honestly, I like my designs on the front. A lot of people like to put their big designs on the back of it. But personally, I think it looks doper when the shirt's, has the design up front like this. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, you're great. Thank you for all the info. Yeah, of course. That's what I'm here for. That's why I said I've been doing this stuff for years. I've been doing this stuff for a long. I've had my clothing company since 2017, and the other day I wanted to go live and see if people needed help, and they do. And so, anything I can do to help, let's do it. Okay, so now we're on to the heat press part of it. This is outside of the printer. This is a really important part. You know, you want to give it that first press to get any moisture out. That's water. Every shirt and every piece of clothing is going to have a little bit of water in it. And that's just because of life. You know, water in the air, there's moisture in the air, there's moisture when it's being moved in the cargo trucks, and once it goes to the store, whatever, there's going to be water in there. Don't think, oh, it feels dry, there's no moisture. There's moisture. Don't lie to yourself. Okay, now, let me show you the design. This is our design. Remember I said no black. Oh, hold on, guys. TikTok's asking if I'm a real person. Okay. This is the image. No black in his beard, in his eyes, nothing. Because we're going on a black shirt. I'm like, let me see. Okay, I turned my fan on. It shouldn't be too loud. If you guys can hear it, let me know, and I can shut it off. Okay. And again, all we're doing is lining up the paper. I see some people who will cut the image out, you know, like in a circle. That's cool. I like to keep my edges, you know. I like to keep everything straight because then I can line up this edge here. I can line up the other edge on this part and really make sure it's straight on the image or straight on the shirt. Because if it's not, it's going to mess you up a lot. You know, it's going to mess up what you're doing and mess up your print. So we're about 45 seconds in. Again, we want to let it sit for the full 70 something seconds for the 340 degrees. And then it's as tight, as much pressure as you can work with or as you can get down. Give this just a minute. We got another 25 seconds, and then we will show the reveal. So it's not too hard. I mean, let me know if you have any questions now with anything that we're doing. But I mean, this is pretty much the whole process right here. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. And I'm weirdo. I always go for 1 before it beeps. So, off. Just like last time, put it face down onto a cold surface. Counter's good. I've got a glass table that I'll use sometimes. It's very hard to do with one hand, so I'm just rubbing it. So I'm gonna put it here for now. Okay. Now this is our first pull. Don't forget, we're gonna do 3 other runs. See, it already started pulling up here. That means it's good. So we're gonna pull our edge and go this way with it. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Now, one thing I want to point out is these little marks right here. That little bit, that's a piece of dust. And even some of these little dots, you know, there's some little extra, just little ones, nothing crazy. Now, flip the camera over one more time. Actually, I'll probably flip the camera over 20 more times, but whatever. Now, we want to hit it again because those little marks I just showed you, that's glue, or it's glue, but it's powder. That's the powder that's turned into glue. So now, a Teflon sheet, real quick. We've got a bit of something there, a few little things, little white things here. That's not a mess up, guys. Some people are like, oh my goodness, my print messed up, now I've got to throw it away. No, you got to just hit it again. Remember, like I said last time, what you're doing when you first put that sheet on and you do your first press, all you're doing is getting the ink off of the sheet and onto the top part of the shirt. This process now, the second and third press, is what puts that ink that's on top of the shirt now into the shirt. It helps melt everything into those fibers. This doesn't go for the full amount of time. We're going to pull it off once, go back over and do the flip side. You don't have to flip your Teflon sheet. I personally do. I don't know why. There is no reason for it. There's no right or wrong way. I just choose to do it that way. Okay, that's that one. I'm going to move it over here to the table so I don't burn my knuckles. I did that the other day when I was showing you guys. Okay, now check this out. And that piece that was there, the white that was on there, you know, those extra little dots that were there, all that's gone now. And it sits. And again, if we look at it, look at that. You know, let's try to make it crack. You know, let's nothing. That's why DTF's the bomb. I've used vinyl. I've used all kinds of different stuff, and to me, DTF will always forever be the king. Thank you so much for the pumpkins, guys. Thank you. But yeah, that's what a good print will do, you know. But again, too, that's where the artwork matters. You know, the black was taken out in the when you zoom in, you could really see, you know, what was taken out. I mean, even the small dots. But when you see it as a whole, it is just such a nice, you know, image. It lays well. The shadows are nice. Now these little dots, those are supposed to be there. That's part of the image. But those little extra ones that were up in here and that extra bit that was over here, you can still see traces of that, but that does come off more and more. It's just not bad, guys. So that's the full print process. That is from printer to sheet to then being powdered to then being actually pressed onto a shirt itself. And I actually forgot I have this other one that I have to powder. So we're going to powder that real quick. All right. Woo, okay. Ooh. Sorry, it's very hard to do all this with one hand. Oh, wait, you're on my face. You should be looking at this. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember this. Anybody that was on here the other day, this is the design we pressed on a shirt. And again, I'm doing this one hand so no one make fun of me. And if it folds or whatever, that's just how life goes, you know. That's life. And then just one more good old time just for the homies back south. Got a shake and then look at that. Look at that. God, look how gangster that is. Isn't that cool? But again, we're missing black in there for a reason. Because like I just showed you guys, it helps to have that black or to not have the black. So yeah. So definitely always take out your black when you do black shirts. Don't don't just add all of it all on there. And same with the white shirt. If you're doing a white shirt, take out the white, you know. Like in this shirt that I made. If this would have been on a white shirt, I would take out, you know, the white by the logo. You know, or I'd take out the whites of his eyes. And now this shirt is a really good, hey, buy a shirt sometime soon. Yeah, let me know, John. I make all these shirts. All these shirts that I'm showing off right now actually are not available on my website just yet. What you're seeing is me starting to stock up. I've got a fashion show coming up on the 12th, and I've got 15 models that are going to show off clothes, and then I will have a merch booth, and that's what all this is going to go towards, is the merch booth. But anybody here on the lives and anybody here on TikTok that does see my shirts and does see design you might like, let me know, and I'll get it to you before the 12th so you guys can have an exclusive shirt before the drop. Okay? Y'all heard about getting it on the drop, but y'all ever heard about somebody giving you the drop before the drop? Yeah, hook it up. Let me know. Um, just got the number two gifter badge. Oh, nice. But yeah, guys, like I said, this shirt I made this one for my sons. Both of my sons and I, we all like Thomas the Train. We like trains. I like trains for graffiti. My kids like trains because they're cool. So I mixed both worlds with this one. But again, the mess up was I did not take the black out. So because of that, the shirt kind of looks like it's just one vinyl piece, and that doesn't look right. You want the black shirt to be your black background. Um, just like the one we printed just a few minutes ago. You want the black shirt to be the black background. Again, and it looks better, right? Because the blacks match. On my shirt, you could clearly see, blacks don't match. And that's not cool. That shows unprofessionalism in your clothing. So, if you guys are making clothes, you guys are manufacturing for people, make sure you're doing that for them because it feels better, it lasts longer, and of course, it's just more professional to have that feel. So, always good to do it that way. Um, but yeah, and anybody, if you guys have any custom requests or you guys want, some stuff, let me know. See my logo on TikTok, wondering if you could put your graffiti with Larson wood burning. Oh, bro, I would love to. I would love to. Yeah, message me, send me the logo, and I've got to do some digital stuff, so I will need you to email it to me. But I ain't gonna put out my email here to everybody, so just shoot me a DM, and then I'll we can kind of move forward from there. I'll draw some stuff, send you some stuff, and then we'll have some fun, man. Um, I've just always done my own clothes and my own stuff for so long. It's cool that other people kind of want, my little style added into their stuff. So I just appreciate that a lot. But yeah, we'll hook it up. We'll work together, do something fun. Make you a dope shirt. And I also do embroidery as well. We do embroidery. We do cut and sew. So I'm able to just make a whole new garment altogether. Um, Nice, heck yeah. See, and when two artists can come together and make something cool, that's the art community. I hate when there's artists and they want to compete, or fight against each other. Oh, well, my art's better than yours, or oh, my art's not your art. And it's like, why? Like, let's collaborate and do something together and make something dope. Let's let artists be artists. So I would definitely love to help out and collaborate with you and make something cool. Um, but real quick, because this one just got done printing. This one's one of my dope favorite shirts that I've done. We did this one at the beginning of the year, and then we discontinued it for a couple months, and we're bringing it back in November 12th. So this is another one of my favorites. Um, we'll powder that one here in a minute. Like I said, we gotta let our stuff. You gotta let this stuff sit for about 10 minutes after it comes out of the printer before you powder it, or it'll definitely mess up the powder. So, um, what else, guys? What else is out there? Need one like that, but with my Frenchies. Ooh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Yeah. When you're I think your wife's gonna send me some pictures. Have her send me some pictures of your Frenchies, and I'll make them a cool little shirt just for fun. Um, so that you guys could wear. I mean, if you guys want to buy little baby shirts for your Frenchies to wear, that'd be cute and awesome too. Uh, but I think you guys wearing them would be cooler. So, so yeah, we can do all that because that's the fun part. Like I said, I enjoy artwork. I enjoy making clothes. I enjoy drawing stuff. I mean, what you guys are seeing right now and what I've shown you guys the last 3 days has only been maybe 20% of what designs and clothing I have actually out. A lot of this stuff is just what I'm printing out right now in the moment. But like I said, I've got over 40, 50 different designs no one has seen yet. No one's even had eyes on them because they've just been sitting. I've been printing them, and I've been waiting for the 12th to come around. Um, and a lot of these designs too are older designs that were revamped up because I did vinyl for a lot of years, just vinyl, nothing else. So that was we did one color T-shirts, awesome, great, it worked out really good. Me and my business partner traveled around the U.S. doing a lot of stuff 3 years ago with that stuff, and it was awesome. And so now that I'm not traveling, I'm taking a little bit of time off this year. I will travel again next year, 2025 tour. I will be coming out with that in December, so you guys can see where I'll be at. But but this year, because I'm not on tour, I figured let's redo some designs. Let's remake some stuff. And there are some designs that I made but never came out with. And now I'm like, you know what? It's time for that. So I love art. I'm creating all the time. I'm drawing all the time. My backpack has my iPad in it 24/7. I don't leave anywhere without my bag. Um, I'm a nerd like that. I'm like one of those kids from high school who always got his little bag with him. My art bag. What are you gonna do? But yeah. Send me some stuff, and we'll have some fun, and we'll make you and your wife some cool shirts, so you guys can show the rest of the world what we doing here on TikTok. Because it's fun, man. It's a good time. Um, Especially when I can meet people like this. You know what I mean? People who need help, people who really enjoy clothing and want to learn to do stuff. Is always awesome. And if anybody does, you guys don't want to buy a shirt from me, or you guys just want to buy pre-printed film, or I design a shirt for you, or you send me your design, and then I can send you this film itself. I can ship it to you, and then all you need to do is just get the T-shirt and the heat press, and then you just heat press it when you're ready. That's always an option. That is is a lot cheaper to do it that way if you want to do that. It does involve you having to do some manual labor as well, but if anybody does want sheets for themselves, I can just get you guys sheets together as well. Um, if you want them. If not, I can make you a whole shirt altogether. Because I go further than just let me see. What is a good one? I think this one yesterday or the other day I kept showing. So I not only do the shirts, we do which one is one? Oh, right there. Tags. We always tag our shirts, and then we always sew in tag as well. We always take that extra step. Because if you're gonna print a shirt, you might as well sew a shirt, and if you're gonna sew a shirt, you might as well tag a shirt, and if you're gonna tag a shirt, you might as well bag it. It's just the natural course of life. I travel a bit too, bro. I'd like to some shirts to get show off. Yeah, brother. Yeah. No, like I said, well, I'm gonna work with you. Just went to London, Germany, and dang, what do you do for work? Is it for work or you just like to travel? Because either way, we need to hang out. Because that's dope, man. Shoot, catch a flight together or something. Uh, but that's dope. Yeah. And like I said, I know your wife is gonna reach out and send me some images and some stuff. And if there's any ones that you like that you're seeing, just hit me with that DM. And like I said, I'll hook you guys up before the drop on the 12th. So I'll make sure to get you guys some cool shirts. Especially, man, and not I'm Germany, London, Amsterdam. That stuff is dope. But honestly, I'm just cool with my stuff not being in Colorado. As long as it's out of the state. Like I appreciate that other people want to wear it. I got an order last year one time for Japan, and that was like, oh my god, someone out of country wants my stuff. So anytime y'all could take it around and show it off, that's awesome. And like I said, we could do it together, build together. You show off my stuff, then you show off your shirts and be like, ooh, but look what I can make too. And that's always fun. Cause yeah, it's a good time. I'm a truck driver. I travel across the states already. Dang, truck driving. That's got to be fun. I like that. My brother-in-law is a truck driver. He drives out in. He doesn't go cross country anymore. He just works out in California now. But he was doing it for a minute, man, going all over the place. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, that's cool. I love truck drivers, man. I wish I could drive one of them freaking big old things. That's awesome. Yeah, I love anytime you can get out of country or out of state and see the world is awesome. I love it. I have not left the country yet. I have been almost to all 50 states, pretty close to getting all of them. Some of them I don't go to or haven't been to just because there's really no reason to go to some of these smaller states or like I go to Wyoming to buy fireworks, but that's about it. I don't go to Wyoming for anything else, but I've been to Wyoming for that, you know. But yeah, I love traveling. I love going around. So that's freaking awesome that you get to go out of country and do that out of country stuff. Because that's where it's at. That's when you get that real travel in. You know, you get to see the culture, you get to try the food, their clothing, what they're into, what styles they have. I mean, even Tokyo, Tokyo probably is the most I think advanced when it comes to freaking fashion. Like these teenagers out there, these kids are just coming up with something new every day, new styles, new trends, and it is nuts. Um, I want to go out there because I feel like my kind of style would do cool with the street world. You know, would do with like the underground out there. Um, but yeah, that is dope, man. Yes, bro. Japan by far the best. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I want to go. I want to go out there one day. Um, so I just can't leave the country right now for some legal reasons. But hopefully by next year I'll get all that figured out, and I'll be able to get out of the country. But till then, state to state. But but yeah, shoot. Traveling, man, it's so much fun. That's what got my clothing brand going. Is I had it going for about 3 years here in Colorado, and not that many people were bitten and buying or really didn't want it. The moment I started traveling, though, the moment I started doing tattoo conventions and signing my clothes at these conventions, is when I started to get recognition. Is where I started to get people actually wanting to buy our clothes, and not just once. Like I've had dudes come and buy the same sweater 3 times because their wife stole their sweater or their homie stole it. So they're like, "Bro, I need another one that keeps stealing my sweaters." So that's cool, and it has to be from that traveling. It was, woo, sorry guys, sorry about that. But yeah, it was because of traveling. People like out of state people. People like stuff that they can't get or other people can't get in their state. You know, I've really found that people like to say, "Oh, I know somebody that you don't know, and I can only get it, and you can't get it, and I'm not going to give you their information. So suck it." You know, and I'm like, dang. People gatekeep me. People will get. I got one girl that I tattoo, man. I've been tattooing this girl for years, and she's got both sleeves done, neck done, back, both thighs. Like she's blasted. And every time she tells me, "Oh yeah, someone asked me where I got my tattoos done," and I tell them, "Oh well, you can't afford them. You don't you wouldn't know them." I'm like, "Dang girl, I'm not that. Why are you telling people that? Are we telling them that? I'm not that expensive." But it's just cool because some people are like that. But still, like I said earlier, gatekeepers aren't cool. Don't be gatekeeper, man. It's not even your gate to keep. You didn't invent it. You know, go out and enjoy it. So, but yeah, no, traveling is one of my favorite things. It really helped build my career and really helped build what I do today. Um, so I enjoy it, and I'm glad that you get to go out there and enjoy it too. Because yeah, those are goals, man. People want to be able to travel and go around, so I like it. I like it a lot. Let me see, guys. I think let's powder this other one we just printed out, the cat one. I don't know if it's been 10 minutes. I feel like it's been at least around that. I don't know if I could pick it up on camera, but let's see if we can. Like, oh, oh, mm, it's not picking it up as much, but when you have it sit for a minute, it kind of gets. It looks like it's dry. You know, it looks dry to the touch. It's not as shiny. When it first comes out of the printer, it looks really shiny. It looks wet. It looks like, you know, if you touch it, it stick your finger. Um, this looks like it's dry. It looks flat. It looks cohesive. But if I touch it, it's still wet. I'm not gonna touch it because it's still wet because I don't want to mess up this print. But let's powder it, and that's pretty much the look you want to go for. Is it looks a little bit dry, or it looks dry. Now, if you let that sit for an hour and it looks dry, you might be SOL. So try to be mindful of that. Let's go back over here so you guys can watch me powder. Powder, 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 powder. And then I wish I could say I'm gonna get off and go eat lunch, but I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow and a procedure I have to do, so I can't eat for the next 24 hours. Only liquids. I'm on a liquid diet till tomorrow night. So I think because I don't have to eat, I may just stay on here. Shoot. If anybody gets too bored, I apologize. Clean that up. Lots of prints, lots of prints. Having fun though. Um, it's funny. I actually just seen my auntie. I don't know if she's watching, but if she is watching, hi Auntie Raina. Big shout out to her because her son Isaiah, my cousin, is the one who actually got me into all this. He's the one who knew how to set it all up and helped me out for the most part. And then I kind of took it from there and added different things and made it work nice. So huge shout out to them. I love them. Love Isaiah. It's my boy. If you guys need shirts made, he got it. What's up, Henry? How you guys doing today? We're just out here printing some t-shirts on DTF. I have some orders. I'm not orders, but I have a fashion show November 12th, and so I'm just getting all of my clothes and stuff printed for the fashion show. If anybody is in Denver, Colorado, you guys want to see a fashion show, you guys want to see this little bald Mexican make clothes and see what I can do, check it out. Like I said, it's November 12th. There is a 15% discount in my bio for that. Trucking I-70. Nice. I-70 Colorado? Or where at? Because I think I-70 comes through Colorado too. Unless you're in Colorado, then dope. You here. Um, but yeah, and if anybody's not in Colorado, Kansas. Dang, I like Kansas. I got some homies out in Kansas. Yeah. Where are you originally from? Or are you from Kansas? Oh, back to Denver. Dope, dope, dope. My bad. I got bad eyes. But yeah, that's awesome. I love Denver. This is the place to be, man. But anybody, if you're not in Denver and you guys want to see the fashion show, there is an option to watch a live video feed. I think it is like $15 for the video feed, but you get the entire event and you get to watch all the models and all the other designers. Because I'm one of the designers. We've got 5 other designers that we're walking with, and then I personally have 15 models just for me. Some of the other guys have 15 to 20 models as well. Um, and yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. Just getting ready for that, guys. Printing and printing and printing just so I can sell some shirts on the 12th. Just so it can all go away. But like I was telling anybody else that's on here, if you guys see a shirt that you like or a design you like, they aren't available on the website just yet. But if you shoot me a private message about what shirt you like, I can definitely get you going. Uh, Sorry, guys. TikTok. TikTok gets weird. It wants to ask me questions while I'm on live. Like, You can't wait to ask me these questions? Crazy TikTok. Anyways, um, also, I do not own any music or rights to any music. If you guys hear any music in the background, I do not own the rights to it. Okay, TikTok, are you cool now? Oh yeah, bro, I'll get you a hoodie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, shoot me a. My bad, Diesel. I usually have a tripod to hold the phone up, but I left it at the tattoo shop. Also, Henry, if you're into tattoos at all, I tattoo in Denver. I'm a professional artist. I've been tattooing for 15 years, and I own my own studio in Arvada. Um, but shoot me a private message and let me know which shirt or which design you like, and I'll throw it on a hoodie for you, brother, and we'll get it sent straight out to you. Like I said, I'm trying to hook up everybody here on the live. Anybody that's been here on TikTok live with me, I'm gonna make sure you guys get the shirts before they drop on the 12th. Just to show the love and appreciation that y'all are on here. They're not free, but I'll make sure you get it before the 12th. That's the hookup. Uh, yeah, because we got some dope designs. I can even send you some others. Dope, dope. Henry, are we friends on Facebook? I feel like I know you. That's why I kept looking at your picture. But I'm so bad with names and faces, brother. But yeah, shoot me a message and we'll get running. I'll hook it up with for you, man. We'll get you a dope sweater and yeah, we'll get you squared away, brother. I appreciate you being on here and looking and watching. It really means a lot. And it helps out too. Um, but yeah, we'll get you squared away. We'll get you some fire stuff. Um, Let me see what TikTok. Stop asking me crap. Oh, duh! I was gonna see where my head's at. See where I'm at. I'm not even thinking right, bro. I'm so yes. I got you. I got you. Hit me up. Hit me up, and we're gonna get you squared away. You already know everything. I'm over here telling you stuff you already know, brother. I feel dumb now. My bad. My bad, bro. I gotta stop smoking so much green. And yeah, bro, that freaking lowrider's fire, bro. It's dope. I want to get one, man. I've been trying to save up my pennies and dimes to get one for years, but with the business and clothes and tattooing, man, it really hasn't panned out for a lowrider yet. But I want one, man. I'm gonna get one day, and you'll see me down there at Cinco de Mayo downtown rolling. One day I'm gonna get one. I freaking have an ad out on Facebook. Anybody who wants to trade a tattoo for a lowrider, I'll give you a fat freaking hookup, man. We'll do a whole back, a whole sleeve, whatever. Anybody out there want to trade for a lowrider, you let me know. Uh, but if not, check out my homie's lowrider. His lowrider is bad, bro. Bad. Henry Martinez got a bad old freaking lowrider. Um, but yeah. Hit me up and I'll get you squared away. I'll send you some other designs too. I got some other T-shirt designs, and even if you want, I can custom make one for you too. I can make a design and make something up for you brand new, and we can run that. We can run that too. All right, I'm gonna put you guys back up on this little ghetto stand I've got. It's literally a paper or a paper towel. It's a tape roll and a box. Is my tripod for the day. Um, but yeah, we chilling. Live restrictions, audience. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Reasons, regulations, good content. What? I think it's because I said green, guys. I think I said the wrong, but TikTok just flagged me. So I apologize. TikTok did restrict me, so I am gonna get off for now. So, well, I'll talk to y'all later. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night.